goodies, Nastasia here, also known as Keto Jamaican Girl. Welcome back to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can be in on all of my keto tips and tricks and delicious recipes. So let's just get right into it. The past couple days have been really rough for reasons that you all know. We've been dealing with a pandemic, and in the middle of all of that, as a Black community, we've been dealing with a lot of unjust killings. And for me, the hardest part has been facing the truth that this country as a whole has been built on racism. And a lot of people that I know and love who aren't Black aren't willing to admit that, to even be able to empathize with what is going on. It's just been a lot of emotional turmoil, for a lack of better words, that I've been going through. How this relates to keto is I'm an emotional eater. A lot of times I turn to food to kind of deal with my emotions. I've made a conscious decision not to do that this time around. I've been trying my best to continue to stick to keto. So I'm still gonna show you what I eat in a day, but I just want to be honest with you guys. You know, here in the Goody Crew, we keep it 100, we keep it honest with each other. So right now, emotionally, my heart is just in a state of mourning for the wives, for the girlfriends, for the mothers, for the sisters that have lost loved ones just for the mere fact that their skin color was dark, and someone else whose mind has been so warped against people of color that they thought that causing harm was the best action to take against those people in those moments. And it's just unfathomable that in 2020, I live in a world where I have to have conversations with my Black daughter and my Black sons about how to interact with people who don't appreciate their skin color and see their skin color as a threat. So am I okay? No, I'm not okay. Am I hopeless? No. You guys all know that I'm a Christian. I believe in God. So I'm never going to be sitting around feeling hopeless. But hurt? Yes, I'm hurt. I'm hurting for the families who have lost loved ones. And I'm hurting for the fact that there are people who don't think that there is a systemic problem in this country that needs to be addressed. If we don't admit that we have a problem, we're never going to change it. So I'm just prayerful, hurting, and sad at the moment, and consciously fighting the urge to eat my feelings, real talk. So I'm gonna show you what I eat in a day. I'm gonna try my best to keep it on track. But yeah, this is my real feelings, and let's go on to the first meal of the day. Today we're going to start the day off with a matcha green tea latte. I've really been enjoying this as a coffee replacement, and it's extremely healthy. I'm going to be using coconut milk instead of heavy cream today, just to see how it tastes, and coconut milk is a bit healthier. So yeah, I'm going to blend that all up and add my hot water and enjoy my matcha latte. I had no idea what I wanted for lunch today, but when in doubt, you make a salad. So I had the pork stew that we made in the previous video left over. So I shredded that up with my fork, and now I'm going to build my salad in layers. So I've added my salad, cucumber, tomato, fried onions, and some cheese and some jalapenos. You know I like it spicy. And I'm going to add some of the pork stew meat, and then add the rest of my top layer of the salad. And this is going to hold me until dinner, because I don't have much of an appetite as I'm going right back into ketosis. So this is my delicious lunch, and I'll see you at dinner. For dinner tonight, we're having lamb, and it's a little bit of a different cooking experience for me because the lamb is already pre-seasoned. Out here, it's very hard to find lamb, so when I saw it at Aldi, I felt like I had to buy it because we don't eat it often, and my husband absolutely loves lamb meat. So this was the only type I could find, and I bought it. So yeah, it's already pre-seasoned, and I'm nervous because I don't know to what extent this meat has been seasoned. I have, I guess, ingredients on the back of this meat, but I don't know how much they used. I can't taste it to find out, you know, what specifically is going to need. So I'm going to add some of my spices that I usually add to my meat and pray this turns out okay. But this is definitely keto friendly. They didn't add any sugars, which is a major plus, and they didn't add you know, any chemicals that might be dangerous for myself or my family. So I'm definitely happy I found this lamb meat, but I'm extremely nervous as to how my seasoning and the seasoning they already put in it is going to turn out. So I'm definitely going to go light on the salt on my part, but I'm going to go heavy on maybe garlic, all-purpose seasoning, and maybe jerk seasoning. Let's see. Let's go on and season this and pray it turns out okay. So I'm going to start off with some all-purpose seasoning because everything tastes better with all-purpose seasoning. Then I'm going to add some seasoned salt, and I'm going to go really light with that because I'm not sure how salty it already is. And I went ahead and I added some jerk seasoning just to give it a little spice. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with some olive oil so that I can marinate my seasoning into the meat. I'm going to go ahead now and season my radishes, which I'm going to add into the pan and cook it with the meat. So I put some seasoned salt and some all-purpose seasoning and a little more olive oil, and I'm just gonna move that around just to make sure all of the pieces have enough seasoning, and I'm going to add it to the pot and have them cook down with the meat. If you haven't been eating radishes, you are missing out on a great keto veggie that is absolutely low carb and is a perfect replacement for potatoes. So yeah, I'm going to move these radishes around my meat just to make sure they're evenly spread around and that they'll all get cooked evenly. And I'm not going to waste any of my seasoning, so you're going to see me dropping every bit of seasoning into the pot and spread the radishes around. And then I'm going to place my lid on this pot and put it in the oven first at 400, and then I'll bring it down to about 350 or so. I absolutely love this pot. My friends call me an old lady for having it, but I promise you, it cooks my meat so well. If you don't have one, make sure you get one. Now we're going to go ahead and prepare our asparagus. So I washed these asparagus in apple cider vinegar and water, and I rinsed it off, and now I'm going to place them in the oven with the meat. I sprinkled some garlic seasoning, some crushed garlic. I have some bacon pieces here. You know, I put that on everything, and some fresh Parmesan cheese on top. And I'm just going to add some ghee just to give it a little moisture. And I also put ghee on everything, and that's for my added fat. And I'm just going to massage all of this in just to make sure that everything is evenly coated. And then I'm going to cover it up with some foil and then place it in the oven with the meat so that it can cook together. And we are on our way to dinner. So this is our finished meat, fresh out the oven or fresh coming out of the oven, and it smells so good. I tasted one of the radishes, and let's just say I can't wait to have dinner. So I'm not even going to talk any longer with you, but this is so good. And this is the plated version that I served for my husband because you know I like to be a little bougie. But this is the dinner plated, and I am so happy with it. The lamb came out great. To be honest, I would have added just a little more salt. It could have used it just a little more salt, but overall, it was delicious. I definitely intend to make lamb more often, but not the pre-seasoned one. But yeah, let's eat this and I'll come back at my last meal of the day. I definitely intend to bake more of my own keto desserts, but these ice cream bars have got me hooked. So tonight it's going to be another keto ice cream bar that I got from Costco. No, this is not sponsored. I just absolutely love them. They're so fulfilling, so satisfying, and the ingredients are perfect. You already know because I bragged about it in my last video. So yeah, guys, this is it for today. For the Goody Crew members who stuck with me, thank you so much. For those of you who have not subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can be in on all of my keto tips and tricks and delicious recipes. And everybody, just stay safe. Please leave me a comment below just to let me know if you're going to try this recipe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.